Kabuki is a Japanese traditional theatre form which originated in the Edo period at the beginning of the 17th century and was particularly popular among townspeople. After 1868, when Japan opened up to Western influences, actors strove to heighten the reputation of Kabuki among the upper classes and to adapt the traditional styles to modern tastes. Today, Kabuki is the most popular of the traditional styles of Japanese drama. Important characteristics of Kabuki theatre include its particular music, costumes, stage devices and props, as well as specific plays, language and acting styles, such as the mie, in which the actor holds a characteristic pose to establish his character. Originally, both men and women acted in Kabuki plays, but eventually only male actors performed the plays, a tradition that has remained to the present day. Male actors who specialize in women's roles are called onagata. Two other major role types are aragoto, rough style, and wagoto, soft style. The actors speak in a monotone voice and are accompanied by traditional instruments. Kabuki plays are about historical events and moral conflict in affairs of the heart. The Kabuki stage is equipped with several devices, such as revolving stages and trapdoors, through which the actors may appear and disappear. Another speciality of the Kabuki stage is a footbridge, hanamichi, that extends into the audience. Keshi, the special makeup, provides an element of style that is easily recognizable, even by those unfamiliar with the art form. Nogaku theatre developed in the 14th and 15th centuries, but it actually dates from the 8th century, when the sangaku was transmitted from China to Japan. At the time, the sangaku comprised various types of performances, with acrobats, song and dance, as well as comic sketches. Over time, it was adapted to the social context, assimilating other traditional art forms. Today, the Nogaku is the principal form of Japanese theatre, having influenced the puppet theatre and the kabuki. No-gaku plays are often based on tales from traditional literature. They use masks, costumes and various props in a dance-based performance. This form of theatre demands a very high level of training from the actors and musicians. The no-gaku encompasses two types of theatre, the no and the kyogen, which are performed in the same space. The stage juts out into the audience and is linked to a hall of mirrors backstage by a walkway. In the No theatre, emotions are represented by very stylized, conventional gestures. The hero is often a supernatural being who takes on human form to narrate a story before disappearing. The masks, which are characteristic of the No, are used for the roles of ghosts and also women, children and old people. The kyogen theatre is derived from the comic plays of the Sangaku and is based on comic dialogue and very little use of masks. The text is written in medieval oral language and gives a very vivid description of the ordinary people of that time, between the 12th and 16th centuries. Ranking along with No and Kabuki as one of Japan's foremost traditional stage arts, the Ningyo Jorori Bunraku puppet theatre is a blend of sung narrative, instrumental accompaniment and puppet drama. This theatrical form emerged during the early Edo period, around 1600, when puppetry was coupled with Jorori, a popular 15th century narrative genre. In the mid-17th century, numerous permanent commercial theatres were devoted specifically to puppet performances and kabuki, and by the mid-18th century, Ningyo Jorori had adopted its characteristic staging style. The genre acquired its present full name, Ningyo Jorori Bunraku, in the late 19th century. The Bunraku-za was a leading theatre of the period. The stories told in Ningyo Jorori, as this new form of puppet theatre was known at the time, derived from two principal sources. Historical plays set in feudal times, Jidaimono, and contemporary dramas that explore the conflict between affairs of the heart and social obligations, Siwamono. The impressive puppets, which are dressed in elaborate costumes and have individualized facial expressions, are painstakingly handcrafted by master puppet makers.
The
3 puppeteers, who are visible to the audience, manipulate large articulated puppets on a stage behind a waist-high screen. From a projecting elevated platform, Yuka, the narrator, Tayu, recounts the action, while a musician provides accompaniment on a 3-string spike lute, shamisen. The Tayu portrays all of the characters, both male and female, and assumes different voices and intonations to suit each role and situation. Although the Tayu reads from a scripted text, there is ample room for improvisation. The 3 puppeteers must carefully coordinate their movements to ensure that the puppet's gestures and attitudes appear realistic.
A single puppeteer style later developed into the present 3 puppeteer style in the 18th century, giving rise to a unique performance style seen nowhere else in the world. The main puppeteer, or omozukai, operates the body and head with his left hand and the puppet's right hand with his own right hand. The second puppeteer, or hidari-zukai, matching the movements of the main puppeteer, operates the doll's left hand. The third puppeteer, or ashi-zukai, operates the doll's feet with both hands. When the 3 puppeteers work in perfect synchronization, the puppets magically come to life. Since female dolls, as a rule, have no feet, the third puppeteer must hold the hem of the kimono and use his hands and arms to create the illusion of moving legs.